Hey guys, this is a quick video on how to choose your gymnastic rings. So which ones do you get? I'm going to cover 5 main points because I've had a lot of questions recently of people asking, hey, where do I get the gymnastic rings and which ones should I get? So first of all, where to get them? Amazon. I would recommend Amazon. That's where I've got mine for the last 5 years. I've always got my pairs from Amazon. This is my favorite pair by all means. And it's just a convenient place to get it if you live in the UK and even in Europe. Amazon's a good place to get them from. Good prices as well, between £20 and £35, and you can find a good pair. Okay, so now what are we looking for? Number 1, wood. We want wood. My first pair was plastic. I didn't realize back then the benefit of wood until I'd used them. But the plastic ones, no, they weren't great. I didn't know at the time. But then when I used the wooden ones and tried to go back to the plastic, I realized it was so much harder. The plastic one's so much harder to perform muscle up transitions on and hold in the full grip. Whereas with the wooden rings, they absorb your sweat so much better, and grip is a lot easier. This full grip position, so much easier on the wooden rings. Number 2 is the ring thickness. So the thickness of the ring wants to be 1.1 inches. These are the FIG standard, so the International Federation of Gymnastics, I think. So 1.1 inches or 1.11 inches, so roughly 28 millimeters, and you'll usually see it in the description on the rings on Amazon. If it doesn't tell you the ring thickness, don't buy it, because sometimes some of them are very thick and you don't want them. You want 28. Sometimes some of them are like 27 millimeters, that's fine as well. 27, 28 millimeters. Next, laminated. Right. Unless you're going to leave your rings outside all the time, which I wouldn't recommend, don't get the laminated version. So some of them can be heavily laminated and you'll see it. They look really shiny. Don't get these ones. Like, look at this one. Hopefully you can see. It's smooth. It's good, but it's like raw wood, you know. I think there's some like very light lamination on there, but generally it's not laminated. And the reason I don't like laminated ones is because these ones, which aren't laminated, again, are a lot easier to hold on to. They absorb the sweat easier. If they're laminated, they don't absorb the sweat as much. You know, you may as well have a plastic pair. They're horrible. Okay. Okay, the next 2 steps or 2 points are the straps. So first, the strap length, as long as you can get. If you can find some at 20 foot, great. You're probably not going to find any that's more than like 15, 16 foot. But generally, the longer the better. Don't get less than 15 foot. So you want it to be about 4.5 meters or more. The longer the better, because if you're using a high object to hang your rings up on, and you want to do push-ups, for example, the straps aren't going to get, they're not going to reach the floor. Whereas the longer they are, the more chance you have to get them lower to do some of the better movements. Not the better movements, but some of the lower movements that you need the strap to lower for. And the strap thickness, right? This is my preference. But basically I prefer the 1 inch thick straps. Okay, some of them can be like double that, almost 2 inches or 1.5 inches. I don't like these straps. I feel like they produce too much friction on the object that they're hanging from. I prefer the 1 inch straps. So they're my 5 main points for the rings. Some people have problems with these buckles. They don't like them. I haven't had any issues with these buckles. I've bought over 10, about over 10 sets of rings, and they've all had these buckles, and they've never broken on me. But other people have had these buckles break on them, and they prefer like the black, there are some other black metal ones which are a bit different, but I've had no issue with this. So unless you're going to be smashing them around and throwing them around, you should be okay for buckles. And these I've had for like 3 years plus, so that's that. Anyway, if you have any more questions, let me know. And I can always send you some links of some good ones I found from Amazon as well. Otherwise, I hope this helped, and this is how you choose your set of gymnastic rings.